friends, welcome back to my kitchen. Welcome if you are new. I'm Cheryl, this is Table Full of Joy, and I've got a really fun video for you guys today. So I don't do enough of these, and I really probably should, so you guys can see what we do with some of our produce that we can't use before it goes bad. It's just my husband and I. Sometimes you have to buy things in bigger quantities and we're not able to use everything. Today I found a really great deal, actually a couple days ago, I found a really great deal on tomatoes at our local Kroger Ferd Meyer store. So they did not look quite this bad when I brought them home, but they are going bad and I need to get these things used. And I was like, I need to get something done with these so that I don't end up wasting them. These were only $1 a bunch. There was, I think, 5 or 6 tomatoes to a bunch. So that was pretty good for $1. So I ended up getting 2 bunches. Here's the second bunch right here. And so we are going to preserve these tomatoes today. We are going to take these right here and make something incredible that's going to last for a little bit longer than what these tomatoes would ordinarily last if they were just fresh from the grocery store. So we're going to get these roasted in the oven. I have a couple of recipes that I love to do with tomatoes. They don't have to be done with fresh tomatoes. They can be done with sun-dried tomatoes. They can be done with roasted tomatoes. Any number of ways that you want to have a tomato. But I want to preserve these tomatoes. I'm also getting to use one of my really fun tools. I just got this a while ago and I have not had a chance to use it. This is to seal your jars. So we're going to make our roasted tomatoes. We're going to put these in a mason jar and we're going to vacuum seal this lid. And that way these are going to stay nice and fresh right on our counter or in the refrigerator, whichever one you want to put it. And they're going to be great for you to use for several weeks now instead of the tomatoes sitting on your shelf or on your counter and going bad. So let's get these in the oven. I need to get my oven preheated. We're going to go pretty high. We're going to go 425 and they're going to roast for about 20-25 minutes. I want them to be nice and soft and tender. I want these to kind of like hold their integrity, hold the shape of the tomato and not have it just go to sauce. So we're going to get these sliced up. We need to get the stems off, put on our sheet tray. We've got some, I'm just using what I have in my house. I did not want to go to the store, so I'm using some fresh garlic. I have some olive oil and I have some Italian seasonings and I'm going to put a little bit of salt and pepper on them and I'm going to call it good. That's all I'm going to do to these. So they're going to be nice and fresh, nice and tender, perfect for all kinds of things. And I do have a fun recipe that I'm going to share with you guys next week that uses these tomatoes. So this will give you a little bit of inspiration. If you go to your grocery store and they have some discounted produce, grab some, friends, because when you can get tomatoes for $1, that's super cheap. And to have it fresh tomatoes, that makes it even better. So let's get these tomatoes sliced up, get them on our sheet pan with our parchment paper, get them in the oven with some herbs and get them roasting. And then we'll come back and I'll show you guys what they look like. What I want to show you is this is an incredible knife. This was given to me by a sweet friend for my birthday. And this is the first time using it. I am super excited to try this. This is a really, really beautiful knife. I will see if I can find one similar to it and leave a link in the description box for you guys for this knife. But I am so excited to try this knife. It is called, the brand is Astercook is the brand. So I'll see if I can find a link and I'll leave it for you guys in the description box. So we're gonna go ahead and just get our tomatoes sliced up. As I said, I want them kind of thick because I don't want these to cook down to nothing. They are gonna shrink as they cook and I'm okay with that. But I do want nice, big, thick slices. You can do this with tomatoes as long as they, 1, are not going rotten, and number 2, that they don't have any really bad spots on them. If they have really bad spots on them, I wouldn't use them. These are just getting a little bit soft, so they're still okay. I'm not worried about that. But I am going to be excited to have these on my counter, ready for me to use in the next couple weeks. I've got an incredible recipe for a chicken that we are going to do with these roasted tomatoes that'll be sitting in this olive oil and herbs, getting lots and lots of flavor. And I'll share that chicken recipe with you guys next week. Also, these will be perfect if you have those boxed pasta salads. These are perfect to add to one of those pasta salads to give it a little extra something. I've got a couple of them in my cupboard that I like to keep on hand for just really quick, easy side dishes for, you know, grills or whatever. It makes it super nice to just have those in the cupboard. This knife, friends, is incredible. I'm telling you, this is a fantastic knife. I think this is going to become my go-to knife now. All right, let's get our pan. Hope we have enough room on here for all of these. I have my fan going over here to keep my kitchen cool. So I'm going to turn this sideways so I can lay this down and hold my parchment. So we're just going to start putting our tomatoes on. They don't have to be spaced really very far apart, but we are going to just get these in the oven, start getting them roasted. If I have to grab another pan, I will. And it looks like I might have to. So I'll just preheat my lower oven, and I'll end up just getting 2 ovens going with these tomatoes. So this pan's ready. Here's our second pan. Let's get these tomatoes on here. I'm glad that I noticed that these are starting to get a little, starting to turn a little bit this morning, so that I was able to catch them before they decided to really go bad on me. So here's our other pan. So I'm going to use this olive oil because I have a little more control over where the oil goes with this one. And I'll use the bottle over here that I have to put some in the jar to preserve our tomatoes. Okay, I think that should be good. We're going to put some of our Redmond's real salt on them. Tomatoes have no flavor without salt. Salt just intensifies. I'm going to give them a good coating of salt. We've got our Italian seasoning. And I want to go pretty heavy with this on these tomatoes. And I imagine these are going to take quite a while to roast. Let's put a little bit of fresh pepper. Friends, I just realized I forgot to put garlic on, and so I put the garlic on these, and these are going to go in the 400-degree oven for about 20 to 25 minutes to roast. Look at these tomatoes. Are these not absolutely beautiful? They are soft, and I'm okay with that. We're going to put these in our jar. We have a mason jar right here. Some of them got a little bit on the darker side, but I'm okay with that too. It's just going to add some extra flavor, some extra texture. I'm going to let these cool for about probably 10 or 15 minutes. I don't want them to be super hot when I put them in my jar. So let them cool for just a little bit, and then we're going to get these ready to go in here. Let's go ahead and put in some oil now while we've got while we're waiting. So we don't want to put a ton. I'm going to put maybe about a cup of oil in here. Probably about that much. And I think that should be sufficient. And I think I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit more of our Italian seasoning in here. Just for a little extra, you know, you just never know. So I'm going to pull a couple of cloves off of this. So as I said, some of these got a little bit darker. Than I had planned, but they're going to be totally fine. We're just going to drop them right in this oil. And these are going to be amazing in so many things over the next couple of weeks. We're gonna use them. They're gonna be incredible. And I'm just gonna take my jar once I get these tomatoes in there. I'm gonna take my jar and I am going to shake it around just a little bit so that I can get some of that oil on all of those tomatoes. As I said, these are a little bit softer. Okay, let's kind of shift that around just a little bit so we can get them all in there. These are going to be so good. As I said, friends, I've got a couple of chicken recipes that are super, super tasty. And I'm going to use these tomatoes on those later this week. Just like that. All right, let's put our lid on. I'm gonna put this on for a second, and I'm gonna kind of roll this around just like that. We've got our tomatoes. They smell incredible. We're gonna get these in our jar. We've got our vacuum sealer. Here's our bottom piece. We're gonna get these vacuum sealed and sealed up so they're ready to go, and they're just gonna be on my counter or in my refrigerator, one of the two, ready for me to do something incredible with these things later this week. So let's get them sealed up. We just take our piece, you wanna put that down. Make sure you have a good seal on there. You're just gonna place this piece right here, right on top of this. Gonna hit the button. Pull that off. Let's unscrew this. And now we have a nice tight seal on our jar. We can go ahead and put our ring on it. And this is gonna go right on my counter, ready to go for whatever I wanna use it for. Here is our tomatoes. Super excited to have these. You can see the garlic and the herbs that are in there, the tomatoes, everything. These are gonna be so tasty, especially on that chicken. I can't wait to do that chicken later this week. I will bring you guys along with me as we do that recipe. So friends, thank you so much for joining me in my kitchen today. We made a fun recipe. We used up something that we got on the discount produce section that was gonna go bad. These things were gonna get tossed, but we were able to use them and get these things roasted down, cook them, and put them in a jar so they're ready for us to use in a recipe over the next couple of weeks. They're gonna last several weeks in our refrigerator if I put them in there. I don't think I'm gonna use them. I'm gonna use them a lot faster than that though. So friends, go check out your produce section. Look and see what they have for discount produce, because so many of those things are gonna get thrown away and go in the garbage, and you can bring them home, do something like this, and be able to have something incredible to use in all kinds of recipes. As I said, these are gonna be good on chicken. I'm gonna put them in pasta salads, all kinds of things. So this inspires me to check my Kroger store the next time for some more tomatoes and be able to make another jar of these to have over the summer for all of the amazing recipes that I like to put tomatoes in. So friends, again, thank you so much for joining me in my kitchen. It means so much to me. You guys take time out of your day to come and spend time with me, see what I'm doing in my kitchen. And friends, I'm getting ready for a live in about an hour and a half. So I need to get some things ready to go for the recipes that I'm doing for you guys tonight. So if you haven't seen that, I'll leave a link in the description box of this video for that live video, so you guys can go check it out, because there's gonna be 3 incredible summer recipes that I'm sharing with you tonight. Not one of these, but there's gonna be 3 incredible recipes. If you have not yet, friends, please hit that subscribe button up there. I would love to have you as a part of my YouTube family. Hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video, including when I go live. And friends, we will talk to you guys in the comments. Have a great day, and God bless.